Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you a scrapbook process video for Scrap the Girls. I'm their guest designer for this month and this is our inspiration that you can see on the screen. I went with the princess theme and here I am getting stuck in. I decided to make an A4 layout for this DT project and I have a confession. This is the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Midnight range. And I have all of it, and for some reason I hadn't opened any of it. So with its soft, delicate colours, I thought this would be perfect to document our little princess. So the photographs I have, there's two of them, are of our daughter on her 3rd birthday, and she's wearing some dressing up. I'm not sure, it's some sort of costume that she was given as a present, with a big net skirt that she absolutely adored, as you can see in that photograph. So that is the inspiration behind putting this layout together. The paper at the top is Bloom and Grow. I love the watercoloured effect of the flowers. I think that's just so delicate and a really nice paper. So I'm going to use that for the majority of the A4. And because of the net skirt on the dressing up my daughter's wearing, I decided I would make a net skirt for this layout. I've got 2 colours of net there. I think they're from the party aisle at Hobbycraft, a UK store. I think they're for making table runners or something. But anyway, so I've got a bright pink that I've just gathered with a single thread, and I'm just gathering it along some double-sided tape now before I run it through my sewing machine, which I've done. And I'm adding 2 layers of a pale pink over the top. You can hardly see the colour, even with it doubled, but it just mutes the bright pink a little. Same thing again, I'd run a gather stitch through it, and then I add it to some double-sided tape and run it through the sewing machine. So then I cut the Bloom and Grow paper to cover the rest of the cardstock, and just measuring that up and getting that cut, making sure it fits nicely with the net skirt. And I'm thinking maybe I'll cover the edge, but we'll see. I'm just checking everything sits nicely. But I like the way that looks. I've got all the embellishments for this. So I'm just looking through the paper pad, just finding some papers to put behind the photographs. I'm still looking for some nice delicate colours there. And I'm playing with a few embellishments. Now the title, the words, there is so many to choose from. And as I say, as I hadn't used it, I'd got all the choices. So in the end, I decided on Shine Bright Little Princess. So here I am, I'm just sketching out on a piece of card a number 3. As I say, it was her 3rd birthday. I like the way that fits, so I will be transferring that to pattern paper in a moment. So I've just put some layers behind the photographs. I just don't want to cover up too much of that background paper, but I am thinking of building an embellishment cluster at the top left. Using the template I cut a 3 from pattern paper, and I've just slotted it in with the title so I know where everything sits. I'm having a good look round now at all the bits and pieces in the range, just making sure whether there's anything I want to add. As I say, I don't want to cover the background paper at all, but I'm just having a look. I'm not a fast scrapper, I never have been. I like to ponder, and as I go, it's just the way it's always been. It's about the process for me mainly. So here I am just looking at all the bits and pieces. So I've taken it off camera and I've stitched the background paper now to the cardstock below it. And I'm just getting the backgrounds for the photographs distressed and just making sure I'm happy with the placement. I've drawn around the number 3 just to make it stand out a little bit better, just with some black journaling pen. And then I decide that I'm going to add some trim between the paper and the net skirt, and just to cover that sewn edge. And I just pop that down over the red line tape just to make sure that it stays in place. I'm just putting some talc over the top with the paintbrush. That just covers any bits of tape that are still very sticky, as I don't want it sticking once it goes into the album. So I'm just rechecking the placement for everything and starting with some foam pads to pop things into place. I was really pleased with how easily this came together, and I certainly won't be the last time I use this range. I've really enjoyed working with this paper, and there's so many extras that I purchased at the same time that this kit will definitely go on and on. and it's certainly perfect for a princess layout. So that's the titles going into place, making sure I can fit a little bit, some wording on that journaling tab, and some bits around the photograph as well. Honestly, I think there's some little tabs that came out of the die cuts. One's oh so lovely and one's got hearts on. Just some really beautiful, delicate pieces. So just check in, see if there's anything I want to add. Needs another flower there, doesn't it? See, that's the way my mind works, always moving and lifting things and adding extra little bits in. I would really recommend you have a look at Scrap the Girls on IG. Lots of inspiration from their great team. And this month, as I say, we're using that image at the beginning. Lots of different variations, all inspired by that same image. It's great to have a look and see how everybody else does things differently. So I'd recommend you hopped over and had a look. So I'm just going through, I'm trying to get that banner into place. I've added it on foam, but it doesn't want to stick to the net. So I've had to add some strong glue to try and get that into place. So I'm back looking at that top corner. Lots of bits and pieces there. I just thought I'd add a banner just to base everything on, just to give it a bit of a platform. And just distressing the edges and getting that stuck down. I really liked the flare, but I think it was too dark with the heart. So in the end, I think I changed it out for another flower. So here's the close-ups of this layout and the sneaks as well. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe to this channel, that would be great. Thank you very much for looking, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye for now.